Hey guys, so sorry I haven't posted in literally ages. Exams, school, year 12, hectic, so bad. Anyway, so today's video is a tutorial on how I do my Adobe Draw drawings that are digital. I'll just show you a quick example if you haven't seen them before. So this is one of my drawings. Yep, it's digital. You can tell it's not drawn on a piece of paper. It's drawn on my iPad. If you want to see the account that I do these on, I'll link it down below on Instagram. But anyway, so the first thing I do is if I want to change the photo in any way, like add something over the faces or I don't know, something like that, I'll go to Photoshop and change it how I want to. But today's drawing, I won't have to do that. I'm going to be drawing this picture right here. This is Jonah Marai from Why Don't We? And as you can tell, there's like a purple tint on his face. The row that I want on my Instagram, I want it to all be the same, so like have like a theme within each row. So as you can tell, these photos also have a tint, which I'm going to be drawing those ones as well, but that will come soon. So actually getting into the app, as you can tell, I've redone someone here, but I don't use my phone ever to draw anymore because I did it once and then it just like didn't work. Like I did one of my friend here, I did this one of my friend, and yeah, it just like that wasn't too bad, but now it's really hard to do it. So to start, you just want to get a project going, so you can choose how you want it to look. I'm obviously going to choose a square because Instagram photos are square. So then you're going to go onto the project, then you're going to click image layer, and then you're going to go on my phone and find the image that you're actually going to draw. So that's the image I'm going to draw. So then you just kind of scale it to how you want it to look. The background doesn't matter because unless you want to draw the background, but like I'm gonna, when I trace over it and like stuff like that, I'm not going to be drawing the background, so I'm just going to fix it. And for this feed, I'm not going to be drawing their clothing, so it's just going to be their necks. The first thing that you want to do is trace the facial features that like are distinct. So you're going to go onto this tool that is the one with the orange line on the right of it, that one. And this is kind of like your fine tip, you can see it if you press really hard. Like obviously this is on an iPhone 6s, so like they have 3D touch, but if you're not using a device that has that, it's just going to be like a line. But yeah, the harder I press, the thicker it goes. So you're going to want to have it at least 3.5. Really depends on how thick you want your outline, and you're going to change the color to black and the opacity to full opacity. So oh my goodness, it's gonna be so hard. I'm just gonna try and draw his eye. So you're just gonna want to start and like, oh, that's too thick, so you can always change it. Pretty much just draw till you're happy with it. So that's like the top of his eye, and then I'm just gonna draw that crease in his eye as well. And then there's just like a little thing there. And usually with the lower part of the eye, I just draw some eyelashes. You don't want to like make it look really small. So that's that eye, and if you can see that. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the actual eyeball, and so that's a bit thick. So for like when you're tracing the eye, you want to go really thin, so you're just gonna, I start from up here, like where the line is, so then it blends in more, and then draw a circle, so like that. And then there's like the front of his eye, so I just drew that as well. I'm just gonna do the other one really quickly. So for this eye, there's some eyelashes, so you just want to draw them in. So that's the eye. Now it may look a bit weird that guys, like when you have eyelashes on a guy, but like everyone has eyelashes, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to quickly draw some on this eye, even though like it looks like they don't have any. Doing this on an iPhone, I would suggest you do this on an iPad. I have an iPad too, like that's why I can't record the screen, because it's too old, which sucks. But yeah, so I have iPad 2, like literally any iPad or any tablet you have is going to be so much easier than using your phone, unless you have like an iPhone Plus or like a big phone, like a Samsung like Note or something, because it's too fidgety when you're doing it on your phone. And I'm also using a stylus, but I used to always use my finger. I literally just got this 2 days ago. For me, it just makes a difference because my finger used to get cramped when I was doing this, but like it's not a huge difference. Okay, so that's that eye. You can always check. The other one has more lashes, but like I'll just add one more here. Okay, so now that I have both his eyes outlined, I'm just going to trace over the face. So I'm just going to speed this part up because like it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to trace like the nose area, so you're just going to draw the bridge. So yeah, I'll just speed this up. Okay, so I've traced the outline of his face, as you can see. Yeah, the outlines always look a bit weird. Obviously, once you go in with the color and everything, it looks a lot more like the person. So for the eyebrows, I actually, some people use black, I know. So for the eyebrows, when I'm tracing the eyebrows, I like to get the color of it. So I just go with the darkest color, trace the outline. Unless they have like, I remember for the one that I did of Daniel's CV, I actually drew the hairs of his eyebrows because it was really obvious of what it looked like, but sometimes you can't tell because with screenshotting Instagram photos it doesn't always come out with the best quality. But yeah, just do the outline of the eyebrow. Okay, so then to actually, the easiest way to like fill in a shape is to, you have to make sure that all the sides are joined, like all the edges, and then you just hold. So you put your finger in the area where you want to fill it up, and just hold it, and it will fill automatically. So then now I'm just going to thicken this up a bit and draw the actual hairs of his eyebrows. I'm just going to blend that in a bit more. Then I'm just going to get some of the lighter colors and also just like go in between. So that's that eyebrow. Okay, so those are two eyebrows done. Oh, the purple, cool. Okay, so what I like to do now, and since I haven't actually outlined the hair yet, you can probably tell, I'm going to trace the hair. Now for the other drawings that I've done, I went in full detail, but like, I'm going to simplify it for this row. You're just going to grab like the darkest color in the hair and just trace around that. So for the tips of the hair, I'm just gonna get different thicknesses and just draw them. And then I'm just gonna draw a brief like outline of where the hair is. And then later on I'll go in and I'll make the tips more natural. So then I'm just gonna fill it all in. Oh, that means there's like a little... So sometimes if it doesn't fill in, you're gonna have to check where it's not connected. It can even be like the smallest little thing like that. And then now it's connected and filled in. The hair, done. So as you can see, we've done... Yeah, okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna fix that because it looks really weird. So now that we've done the hair and the face, we are going to fill in the skin color, which I'm just going to do another draw layer. It's going to be a long video, oh my goodness. Okay, so just going to grab the middle skin color and color the whole skin. But with this, I'm going to use a different tool. I'm going to use the top one. By the way, if you want to hide or like make a layer not hidden, just double tap it. And you want to make a lot of layers because it just makes it easier to see, like I can go underneath the hair and like not have to worry about that little area. So you're just going to do that, and then I like to just go around and erase them. Okay, so now that the face is filled in, I'm gonna go do the eyes. So with the eyes, you're just gonna want to get that tool we originally used and change it to white. Change the size down, and then you just want to create the white area of the eye. I'm just gonna do this on a different layer. And since that part is already going to be the pupil, I'm just going to trace it back so I can fill it in. And then I'm just going to erase the inside of it. So a good way to do the eye is go into that tool and get the pupil. So you're going to want to go to black, and then just that do you see this? Oh goodness, this little area there, that area is the pupil. So you're just going to want to make the size about that. So I'm just going to make another layer underneath just because I don't want to overwrite the Okay, so on the layer with the white area, I'm going to grab... Okay, so after you've done the white dot, the black dot, you're going to do a white one. So sometimes you can also color pick with if you just drag the color onto it. Okay, so now you've got that, you're going to fill in the eye with the underneath layer. And then I'm just going to quickly show it on one eye. So then with that same color, you're going to go a bit darker. Change the opacity. So this is when it gets blending. So I like to do it around under 20. And then just go to the top and just darken it up. So this is when it starts to really look like the images. Just keep it's like you're painting. The more you go in one area, the darker it's going to be. Okay, so that's how dark I'm going to go with that. And then I'm at the bottom, I'm going to go light. This I'm just going to go a bit lower. And then blend it a little bit with the middle, and there you go. So that's one eye. Oh wait, I'm just gonna raise it up a little bit. I'm gonna blend in a little bit of the white just to make it a little bit more cool toned. So that's one eye, and then I'm just gonna do the same on the other. So now that the two eyes are done, I'm going to quickly color in the lips. Okay, so then now that's filled in, I'm just going to show you how to do one area, and then you'll see how I do it, but because I don't want to have to film, because it's already been filming this film, it's 40 minutes already. Okay, so I'll do the eye area, this one, and this is how you get all your tones, your shadows, your highlights, which is the fun part. Pretty much choose one color that's a dark color and just go into all the dark points. So I'm just going to grab that color right there, change the opacity down, and also if you want to be able to see what you're doing, you can get the color of it, and then you can see where the shadows are. You can just change the opacity. So I'm just going to roughly put where all the dark points are. There's also the medium dark colors, so I'm not going to go in with them. I'm just going to go in with the really dark areas. So now you can see that I've got all the dark points, and I'm just gonna blend them in a bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the highlights, and then I'm gonna go back in with white over, but this is just the basic highlights. So now I'm going to go in with the white and really emphasize these highlighted points. So that is pretty much the face done. So that's the photo by itself. Now I just have to do lips and the hair. So the lips pretty much do the same thing, and the hair I'll get back to. So now that the lips are done with the hair, so I'm just going to go, I'm gonna grab this tool and I'm gonna grab the lighter color in the hair, change the opacity down, and so when you do that, it'll look like that. And I'm just gonna draw all the highlighted points. And then I'm just gonna make it, so I'm just gonna make it bigger and really go in. And then I'm just gonna try and get a little bit more of a lighter shade and just like go in certain areas. So now I'm just gonna go in with like the lighter shade and go in at almost full and just try and get, you know, some hair to make it look a bit more realistic. So that is the drawing that I've done today. I'm gonna quickly just sign it off. The drawing, I actually did that pretty quickly. That took me an hour and 7 minutes. Whoa, world record right there. It usually takes me like a day. So yeah, then after this, so this is how you save. When you're saving the picture, you, oh wait, I need to do the background. So the background, I'm just gonna make a new layer, put it at the bottom, and you can't actually edit the background layer, which is really annoying. But I'm just gonna paint it a light purple. Like that one. I want a little bit more pastel. So you're gonna wanna zoom in even more, probably like this much into the image, so you can get like as good quality as you can. Save it, go to your photos. It's gonna look like that. So then you're gonna wanna crop it to how you want it. And I'm just gonna crop it to right there. And there you go. So that is pretty much how I draw. Don't know how I did it in an hour. Good job, Michelle. But yeah, so hopefully this video was helpful in a way, and that you can start drawing yourself. If you want more of this, if you want just maybe a sped up thing of me drawing, then I can totally do that as well. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Comment something cool down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye! Yeah, you're looking at the truth, the money never lie. No, I'm the one, yeah, I'm the one early morning in the